Hey, what's happening? This is romewhatyouon, founder, COO, owner, Bar None Entertainment, host of Everyday Life podcast, and this is Mobility TV.
Going on, everybody? Mobility TV here. I got a special guest once again. We did it before, but we're gonna come back and do it right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's up, Mobility TV? I'm romewhatyouon, and founder, owner, COO, Bar None Entertainment.
Yes.
Host of Everyday Life podcast.
Okay, so let's give the people a brief summary of yourself. Let's start off, where are you from? Are you originally from Seattle?
No, I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
Came out here the first time when I was 15. You know what I'm saying? And back and forth between Chicago and Seattle, I came back up here and caught a case. You know what I'm saying? Just got released a couple years ago, and here I am.
Okay, so let's rewind it a little bit. You said you was back and forth to Seattle. Did you go to school out here, or did you
Man,
how was your history out here in Seattle before you caught that case? Like, give us a brief history of how when you was in Chicago, because you said you got here when you was 15. So from Chicago, what you do to get here to come from Chicago, and just a little brief. Man, not nothing to damage your credibility. Just what made you come to Seattle?
Oh man, my mom had relocated, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to get me up out of them Chicago streets, the gangs and all that stuff. So she figured, she come up here to Seattle, she came to visit, she liked it, you know what I'm saying? So she made the move, got me out here, you know what I'm saying? So I got out here, I'm coming from Lane Tech High School in Chicago, and then I come up here and they got me in Kent Junior High, it kind of threw me a little bit going from high school to junior high. But I was only at that motherfucker for about 3-4 months before they kicked me out, you know what I'm saying? And after that, man, it was just, the streets been watching, So, but I did go to alternative school and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, up here a little bit. That was so long ago, though, I can't really remember the alternative school, but, Seattle's my second home, man. This is my second home. My family's here, so, I'm here. I still got family in Chicago, Arizona, all that other stuff. But this is home right here. So this is why I based Bar None up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to put Seattle on. Get Seattle with real recognition that it's supposed to have.
But back to the situation at hand, I'm saying, like, when you were, you was in Chicago, how was your summers? You know what I mean? Was it different from out here? What's different? What's the difference between Chicago and Seattle? Give us a little taste of some Chicago, history, man. What you remember as a kid, as the summers and things like that, and the winters, and you guys got some, things. I ain't never been to Chicago,
Man, pros and cons. It's pros and cons to both places. Chicago, man, it was fun growing up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Summertime. I'm gonna say all the time, even in the wintertime. With all that cold and stuff, we were still outside playing football and stuff in the snow. You know what I'm saying? So, I love Seattle because Seattle don't get all that snow the whole winter. It might get about probably 2 weeks worth of snow throughout the winter, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to damn near every day in Chicago. So, but my summer that I spent out here, man, my summer out here was dope too. You know what I'm saying? It's relaxing. It's more relaxing. I ain't got to keep your head on the swivel and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's not, Seattle ain't got that war zone, you know what I'm saying, like Chicago. So, it's relaxing, man. It's relaxing,
So, yeah. You got to Seattle. Then, you settled in. You went to school for a while. And then, you spent some adult years here. And how was that? Excuse me, let me take that back. Did you graduate from high school?
Nah, I didn't. I did not. like I said, I went to alternative schools and things of that nature. Got to the 12th grade, and then that's when I kind of, I had a shorty on the way, all that type of stuff. So, I chose to pick the streets up and that type of stuff a little bit more than the books.
So then, okay, so you had the baby and things like that, and then now you're an adult. You see, you're an adult. You're spending your adult years in Seattle. And how was that? Man,
I was 19. I was 19 when I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even really say I had some adult years in Seattle. I just did 24 years from 19 to 43. From 19 to 43, and I'm 45 now. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get no adult years up here in Seattle. My adult years was Washington State Department of Corrections. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, I really don't I know you probably wouldn't really want to say or tell the stories about what was going on in there, but brother, you did a long time. Can you give some, some feedback for the youngsters that think it's cool to go to jail and things like that? No, I'm gonna go to jail. I don't care. Call the police and all that kind of stuff. Can you give us something for them?
This was what I'm gonna say to you youngsters, man. Y'all think it's all fun and games running around with them guns and playing Grand Theft Auto and not realizing that shit's a game. You don't get resets in life. So when you sitting up in them cells, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting in them cells. It's a lockdown. You ain't got no soup in your box and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That affects you. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have no family support. When you do that time, you gonna see who really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Your chick gonna fall off if she lasts 2 years. You got a good run out of her. You know what I'm saying? And if you do go, man, don't be a burden on your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be crying and shit. You did what you did to get there. You earned that, man. Take it across the chin and keep it pushing. I'm a prime example of what can happen when you just go do what you need to do and come back if you learn from it. My guy that's with me, he's a prime example of, but come back from it, man. Bar None Entertainment was birthed in the facility. But that's all about how you spend your time, what you do with your time. You know what I'm saying? Me, I chose the plan. Before I came home. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't nothing good about being in the penitentiary. And some of you niggas is in them states where them motherfucking Mexicans and everybody else like to stab and shit. You got to wear phone books and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Running around looking like that big old nigga Damon and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Man, prison ain't cool, man. Get the fuck up out them streets. Find something to do with your life. Education is key. It's sad that so many of you young motherfuckers got these kids and you can't even read your baby a bedtime story because you motherfuckers wanted to run out of school and be in the streets, man. Tighten y'all shit up, man. Prison ain't cool. These streets ain't cool. Tighten your shit up.
So yeah, man. After you did your time, because that was powerful right there. I ain't no fun. But back to it. Once again, that was powerful. But like I said, after you got home, what was your state of mind? What did you think? What did you think about? Was you institutionalized, halfway, medium? What was your, when you got out, when you said like people stopped talking to you or forget about you, but when you got out, it's a little bit worse.
Well,
I would say when you get out.
It just depends on the person's how they adjusted to prison and how you want to adjust coming back. Mm-hmm. One thing about me, I was ready to come back home. I didn't get institutionalized. I was one of them niggas where if you came in my room or came by my room, you're not gonna see no pictures on the wall of my kids and my mama and everything. Why? Because I wanna miss them. So that way I have something to strive for to get back to. And when I get back here, to not fuck it up and go back and add to the recidivism rate. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I was ready. I came home, I was home. No license with a driver's permit, man, 5 days, and when they caught me a Benz and jumped back and enjoyed life, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared for that moment. So, man, I will say it was surreal. Coming home was very surreal, man. My first day out, including work release when I was home and not had to worry about a motherfucker coming by with a clipboard counting me. You know what I'm saying? I sat outside on the steps, man, with a blunt. It was raining outside. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I smoked that blunt, man, and I cried. I cried tears of happiness, of anger, you know what I'm saying, of joy. I had a gambit of emotion running through me. You feel what I'm saying? But I know the one emotion that was overwhelming was the fact that when I walked back into that front door after I smoked that blunt, I can go up in there and see my mama and give my mama a hug and a kiss, you know what I'm saying, and tell her I love her good night. You know what I'm saying? And that was the most priceless feeling that I can have out of that whole experience of being in there or coming home. You know what I'm saying? So it was just surreal, man, you know, and I took them bruises. I did what some people do. I took them bruises, you know what I'm saying? They got back out there in them streets a little bit. But this is the thing, though. I didn't get back out there on the bullshit. I got back out there because I just wanted to feel what freedom was like. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was in trouble with the people for not coming home at night. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, when you sit a man down for 24 years and let him back out, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you expect? I'm sure anybody would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You want me home by 12 o'clock and I'm an adult? Nigga, please. I don't get off work until 3. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. You know, so I mean, and it's surreal. And then like now, I'm living my dream, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my dream. Y'all don't even know how I feel about being on Moebility TV right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? 15 years ago, I wouldn't even been able to fathom this moment. If I could run a million scenarios through my head on what one of my days would be like, this wasn't one of them. I promise you. I promise you.
It's time, bro. So yeah, let's get to where Bar None was created and founded and thought about and like put the plan together. This is gonna work.
Man.
When this happened, man. Tell us about Bar None, bro, when it came together.
You never go platinum. 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 Go platinum. You never go platinum. You never go platinum. You never go platinum.